Hello, this is Billy once again. Last video, I spoke to Chris Brooks at his farm just outside Barooga about how bad the situation is. It's beyond a drought, it's a crisis. And it's a man-made drought, largely due to the Murray-Darling Basin Plan, which has been an absolute schmozzle. For my chat this week, I'm going to be speaking with Neil Campbell. You may have seen him on 60 Minutes with his daughter Meg, who have operated Monero Park Dairy Farm for over 70 years. The situation has gotten so bad for them that they've had to sell all their livestock and close down the dairy. I hope you understand from watching this video how many mistakes have been made and how many families have been destroyed by what is going on. Neil, where are we standing right now? I can hear water very loudly. Can you tell us what's going on?
We're standing on the Moala Canal, which is the main canal that delivers water to the Goulburn irrigation area. And this water is not going to irrigators. I would suggest it's going straight through, bypassing the choke to South Australia.
Right, so this water here, which again you can hear and you can see, plenty of it, and again, look up that way. As far as the eye can see, looks like a pretty full channel to me. If you got some of this water, Neil, what difference would it make to you, your farm and your livelihood?
A lot, but the trouble is it's too late now.
Why is it too late?
Spring has passed, when we grow most of our fodder, and we're heading into summer. We'll only grow summer crops, and it's nearly getting too late for that.
If you had some of this water that we're looking at right now, it would have saved everything.
Yes.
Now, just before we go any further, Neil's daughter Meg, you saw them both on 60 Minutes. It was a heart-wrenching story about a very proud dairy farm tradition, which you have.
Yep.
Is basically coming to an end. And what you can see behind me is, of course, these beautiful cows that Neil and his daughter Meg have spent their life looking after, and of course generations as well. And Meg declined to come on today. It's just too hard. She loves the cows. It's not just a job, it's her passion, these animals. And she's had to say goodbye to a lot of them, and probably some of these as well are going to go.
Last year, 2018 spring, we spent thousands of dollars buying water, and we grew 2,000 tonne of silage, and that got us through, and buying a lot of fodder. This year in the autumn, we couldn't start our pastures because the water was too expensive and zero allocation. This spring, no rain, no rainfall during the winter, zero allocation again. Therefore, there's no grass. It's just a wastage of water, and I suggest that the MDBA need to have a very good look at themselves. It's a valuable resource, water.
In order to understand how desperate this situation is, you need to hear from Neil. As I mentioned before, Meg couldn't come on. It's just too hard because she loves the cows so much. And it's not just milking them, she really does care for them. I think that'd be fair to say, wouldn't it? So the reason that I'm doing these videos is to show you the harsh reality of this man-made drought. And when I say man-made drought, it is man-made because people have just made very poor decisions. You can see the water, you can see that it should be going to places like Neil's farm and also to Chris Brooks and others, but it's not. And for what reason? No one can give you a reason. And the wastage is outrageous. And thanks to that wastage and poor decision making, Neil's livelihood is coming to an end and he's facing bankruptcy. And it's very sad to see. But anyway, Neil, thank you for your time, mate.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I know that this is hard for you, but thanks to people like you, we're getting the message out to people about how bad this is. So again, just so people know, everything's being sold off.
Yes.
You're still producing some milk.
Yes.
But that is coming to an end.
Yes. And it'd be fair to say that the MDBA are playing with nature. It's not natural. This is a dry continent. The river, I can remember my father telling me he used to walk across the Murray River at Goulburn, Barooga in 1935. How they can let water out to sea the way they do. There was something a couple of weeks ago, there was something like 27 or 30 gates open to sea. Fresh water going straight out is beyond me when people's livelihoods are going down the drain in this area.
Like yours?
Like ours. The dams were put there, the Snowy scheme were put there for irrigation. They're transferring the water from this area, which is a high productive irrigation area, biggest rice mill in the southern hemisphere, no rice, dairying people are going out in their droves, and just the communities it's ruining, Billy. It's just, you can see it all over the countryside. It's just ruining local communities. People are leaving because they can't afford to stay anymore. So that'll affect the local football clubs, the netball clubs, the tennis clubs, everything. Bowls, everything in town. And you see the towns dying slowly, empty shops everywhere.
For what it's worth, I'm on your side, 100%.
And I appreciate you doing this, Billy, because it is very important. They will not listen to Chris Brooks and Lachlan Marshall and the other people that have been trying to help. Our local member for Parliament has said that the dairy farmers are fine in this area because there's one or couple of people, a small minority, telling her that everything's fine, and it's not fine. This country used to be the lucky country to me, and it's been like it since COAG and the governments, I'll say governments, politicians, decided to go with COAG and privatise everything. Look what's happened to the power, the trains, and it's none of it's
beyond belief, mate. It's just
everything's falling apart in Australia, and Australia is not the lucky country anymore.
no.
To me, this country, it will be on its knees.